Okay, my name's Jade. My pronouns are they, them.
My name's Chris, and I am she, her.
My name's Shannon, and I'm fine with they or he.
My name's Taya, and I go by she or they. Shannon and I met about 10 months ago, I think. We've been together for a little bit less than that, 9 months.
Met on Tinder.
Cute. Would y'all
True
consider
romantic story.
Would y'all consider like y'all are each other's partners, or
Hell yeah.
okay, cool. I go by they them pronouns and identify as non-binary, meaning that I fall out of the binary genders, male and female. I wake up and really worry about the temperature outside because if it's hot, I'm just gonna die because I don't like not wearing pretty much this amount of clothing. I've done it just for comfort's sake, but I don't usually like to do it, especially with my binder. If it's hot out, it becomes very uncomfortable. There's chafing, and it can even become like harder to breathe because of it gets like tighter. And I also have to put on more makeup to get a more androgynous look because I have very pink lips, so I try to get them more neutral colored and make my eyebrows bigger to get the more androgynous look. Unless I wear this, I know I'm gonna get mispronounced. Even with this, because I'm so tall, people don't see it, or if they do see it, they don't take notice of it. So, like, I guess I'm used to it, so it doesn't hurt as much anymore. And like, I know that I can't I don't assume that people will just automatically know my pronouns. Like, I never assume that. I also worry that my look is more the stereotypical butch lesbian look, and so especially where I grew up, walking down the street, I'd get even if I wasn't wearing anything like rainbow at all, I'd get slurs yelled at me and such. I had one dude ask me if I've never been penetrated before. That was a fun time. I've had people just scream dyke or lesbian, so that's always uncomfortable.
A little bit longer to get ready or go out somewhere because you have that fear?
Yeah, I literally have to plug my, all of this, I have to go to with the tweezer. And right now it's really frustrating me because it's not growing in quick enough that I can get it all out, so it just kind of creates a shadow on my lip, which is really nerve-wracking when I step outside, because I just know that it draws attention from the wrong type of people.
Yeah, and even if I do bind my chest, I still have a very pear-shaped body, so very feminine, and I can't do anything to really hide my hips, and so that part always gets to me. I never feel comfortable, especially from my lower half down. I feel somewhat more comfortable mentally when I have my binder on, of course not physically. But I have to make sure that I look as androgynous as possible, which can be hazardous to my health, because just mentally I don't want to take my binder off, so I will break the rules when it comes to binders, don't wear it for more than 8 hours, it can become dangerous. Don't exercise in it, which is a hard one for me, especially if I have to go to a gym to exercise, just because of how free form just a sports bra is. I really want to wear a binder, but I know it's not good, I could really injure myself. So it's especially I have to think about my whole day, where I'm gonna be, how long I'm gonna be there. Do I need to pack other clothes to change into? Am I going to be doing anything physical that could seriously injure me because I'm doing it too long in a binder? And along that, and just long-term care, I can wear my binder for this many days a week, and then I need to take a few days break, or else my body will die. Even with like how much makeup I have to put on my face, my acne is always horrible.
I do have to I do put on sunscreen every day. That's like my beauty routine. As I just want to avoid like sun damage. Particularly because I do get like a lot of breakouts and like I don't want to get like more like scarring and stuff like that. So, because that used to be something that used to like give me a shit ton of dysphoria, was like having bad breakouts, like particularly when like I was like female presenting like in high school and stuff. Like it was like super humiliating to me, like having like the standards of like women's beauty on me when like I wanted no part of it, and like definitely just feeling like really like an undesirable person in a lot of ways, combining like my dysphoria with like my feelings of like the way that like women with acne are treated.
Something that I'm actually like terrified around here is like when I get catcalled, which actually happens rather frequently. It's like, what do they do if they figure out I'm trans? Like, so the life expectancy of a black trans woman is only 35 years. I'm assuming that white trans women have it not nearly that bad due to obviously how racism functions in this country. But it's still very like nerve-wracking, considering that I have basically been assaulted by a person who viewed me as a man.
It's like
Scary
you get
shit.
the bad parts of both like binary genders. Like you get the discrimination that comes with being a woman that is trans but also a woman, and you also have to like beef yourself up when it comes to men or
Physical altercations.
physical altercations, because they think that, oh, you are a man, therefore you should handle this as a man.
And then it's like weird when dudes like fetishize me for it specifically. Like I've had people ask me like, are you trans? And when I say yes, they like get really like pervy. It's like, so as a trans woman in Georgia and in the South in general, my appearance is under a huge amount of scrutiny whenever I step outside. Like if I happen to show any flash of facial hair, Adam's apple, bulge in my pants, people will stare, people will make comments, people will make awful faces. I had these high schoolers like hop on a moped and chase me down the street and keep passing back, screeching at me. I've basically been assaulted when a man considered me another man and was given a concussion. But basically, like when I wake up, I have to go into like I have to consider first and foremost like facial hair. That's the thing that just gets people to clock me more than anything else, besides maybe my voice. And so I either have to like shave my face with a razor or pluck my like facial hair, and both of which trigger dysphoria to a degree, because like that's not something a cis woman would have to go through. There are times I'll step outside like thinking I'm dressed all nice and stuff, and then I'll walk past a window or something else that's reflective, and I'll see a feature of my body like that is just like triggers me so much, because I just know that it's going to draw people to like just stare at me everywhere I go. Like it's really bad around here, honestly. I'm sure you've experienced like to a degree some of just like the bigotry in general, like just the casual bigotry. I get misgendered constantly. Constantly. Even though it's like, I'm wearing a dress, why are you calling me he? I have fucking breasts, are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's something that like, if I put on enough clothes, people just assume I'm male, which I will take over being assumed female. But then I speak and they're like, oh, sorry ma'am, and I'm like, no. And
I get that a lot as well. Like, a lot of times, people, like, will treat me very differently and then seem like surprised when I speak.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Talk about the graphic things people have said to you.
graphic things.
Just like when they're not like they're like the one dude that you talked to that you gave a rolled cigarette to.
Oh yeah.
Just like when they're surprised you're a girl. Or, like
Yeah, I get a lot of questioning. Like people on the street would be like, "Is that a boy or a girl?" Or like, I was like walking down the street one day and this dude was like, "Oh, are you a girl?" And I was like, I think I said kind of or maybe or something. And then he was like, "You want to get dick down?"
Oh dear.
I was like,
How does that even come up in people's brains to the point where they're like, yeah, I should say that verbally?
oh yeah, I was
To
laughing
someone.
so hard because I just felt like it was like bro to bro, like he was just hitting on a dude. Like,
I'm glad you took it, like, in a positive way.
Shannon's so good at not being offended by this kind of shit. Like iron, I don't understand.
I really like almost am like flattered by people's like confusion of me. I think like
No, I can understand that. I'd much rather people look at me and be confused than
Yeah.
assume one thing or the other.
yeah.
And I also understand how if I wasn't binary, that could get really annoying and hurtful at times. Yeah.
Do you guys ever get like nervous to correct someone's mispronouns and
All the
stuff
time. Yeah.
because of how like the stigma of society is like it's a joke,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like
I don't know. Anytime I hear somebody joking about like, oh, you assumed my pronouns, or like I'll be like, oh, that's a cute dog, or I'll say, oh, what a good boy, and then someone will be like, oh no, it's a girl, and they'll be like, did you just assume that dog's pronouns? And I'm like,
I'm actually non-binary. Go fuck yourself.
yeah.